So jumping right in, I'm going to be using the First Aid Beauty's Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration to moisturize my face. So for this week's video, I kind of wanted to do a voiceover because I didn't really like how my video came out last week with me just talking in the video. So right after that, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Poreless Face Primer. I actually really like this primer because it does have a silicone feel to it, and for me, it does help with covering up my texture skin. I have a lot of craters in my face from my severe acne days, and for me, it's a really good formula. And for today's foundation, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay's All Nighter Foundation in 5.0 and 6.0. I ended up mixing the two foundations because I didn't have enough of either. I also wanted a lighter base for this look today. To give me more of a gothy ice princess look. So today's look is just I wanted something to go with my white mascara that I got at the dollar store, and then this pretty purple and green glitter eyeshadow that I got from Texas, and plus I had a white wig, and I just really wanted to be a little bit more artsy for my videos, so I hope you enjoy it. So as far as the foundation goes, you just want to kind of apply it all over your face. As you can see, I also got a beauty sponge. Since the last video, I couldn't find it. I'm also using my concealer brush to kind of just apply it to my face since I mixed it all over my hands. And then I'm also going to make sure that I kind of spread the foundation down to my neck so that there won't be a huge contrast between a light face and a dark neck. So moving on to concealer, I will be using the Maybelline in Fair and then also the LA Girl concealer in Yellow Corrector. So initially I put the Maybelline on first, and I didn't like the way it looked because it was way too pale for my face and it was very cool toned compared to the foundation that I was using, so I ended up going with the Yellow Corrector to kind of just warm it up just a bit. For some bronzing today, I will be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation Soft Matte in 330. So for bronzing today, I'll be bronzing underneath my cheekbones, bringing it down to my jawline. Just for me personally, I have a really round face, and just contouring all the way down just kind of gives more of an illusion of a pointier face. Next, I'll be snatching up my nose. I like to kind of just give more of that button nose as always, also contour my forehead and then also around my chin. So to set my face, I'll be going with the NYX Mineral Set It Don't Fret It in the color light and medium, and then I'll be using my e.l.f. Cosmetics brush to kind of set that in. It's the powder brush. It's pretty affordable. I think I got it at Walmart. And to set my face today, I'll be going in with the Colab Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder in Ivory Sand. I got this one from my work at Sally Beauty. I really like it because it does kind of soak up all that oil because I am very oily in my T-zone. So moving on to eyebrows, I'll be using the Palladio Velvet Matte Cream Lip Color in the color Damask. No, I got this one at my work along with the Ardell Dual Eyebrow Brush that I'll be using to kind of fill them in. This formula is really creamy, so I had a little trouble. But I will be using eyeshadows to kind of just set that into place. I did the other eyebrow off camera because I had a little difficulty and had to end up wiping off one of the eyebrows because I got a little messy. To set my eyebrows today, I'll be using the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe in the color Royalty just to kind of deepen up that color and also kind of fill in my tail because I normally shave off the ends of my eyebrows to kind of give me more of a sharper look. So I wanted to apologize really quickly for the light change and then also my constant shifting. I'm using a desk right by the window for my lighting and then also for my station, so it's a little harder to get up to my phone, so I'm sorry. And to give my eyebrows a little gradient, I'll be dipping in the Morphe 3502 palette. I'll be taking that pinky mauve color. I don't know the name of the color anymore. I lost the paper that says everything, so I'm sorry. And once I'm finished, I'll be carving out my eyebrows with the LA Girl yellow corrector that I used earlier with my flat concealer brush to kind of just give my eyebrows a little bit more of a sharper, cleaner look. Alrighty, and just to make sure that my lips are not all dry and crusty, I'm going to use the Pucker Up's Tinted Lip Balm in Dragon Fruit. And oh my goodness, this stuff smells and tastes so good. I cannot go back to any other chapsticks. For eyeshadow brushes that I'll be using today will be the Morphe M433 and the Morphe M441. Alright, so I kind of goofed, but I left my Ulta Beauty palette that I used for this look at my boyfriend's house, but I do remember that I dipped into a light pastel lilac color with my M433 brush to kind of just pack that all on the lid. And then once I was finished with that one, I kind of went in with the same brush into a periwinkle color. And I moved that from the outer corner of my eye to the center of my eyelid. Just so you know, I kind of had to dip into the colors multiple times because the palette is very opaque. So I will have to be going into and packing multiple times onto my lid. And then just for the rest of my lid, I will be going in with more of a lighter periwinkle color, more of a pastel, to just kind of make more of a gradient look. I'll be bringing that from the center of my eyelid all the way to my tear duct. So for right here, I kind of ended up putting like this purpley pink color into my crease, but I didn't really like the color, so I ended up trying to pack a little bit more of that periwinkle back onto my eyelid to kind of give more of like a little bit more crease and try to make it a little bit more blue based, but I ended up hating that color too, and as you can see, it's very powdery palette, so don't try to tap your brush because all the pigment will come off. So like I said earlier, I'm going to go back into that Morphe 3502 palette with that mauve pinky color with my Morphe M433 brush into my crease to kind of just blend that out really nicely. I kind of had to laugh just a little bit because the colors are so opaque and they're not really blending well. So I had to go back in with my flat brush and just pack that color back in. I'm going to be doing this basically the whole video. Oh my goodness. So I ended up going into the color Twerk by the Jaclyn Hill palette and putting that on the outer corners of my eyes to kind of deepen up that crease and then also kind of give my eyes more of a deep set look. However, that ended up being for no reason because I ended up kind of putting concealer on my lid anyways to kind of give a cut crease because I was tired of these colors not having any pigment. Once my concealer was set, I went back into the Ulta Beauty palette with a kind of indigo color on the outer creases, and then I made a gradient of that color with the periwinkle and then the pastel periwinkle. I kind of shaped that eyeshadow so that I can have kind of a halo effect so that I'll eventually be able to kind of put this pretty, oh my goodness, this glitter that I found is absolutely stunning, and I'm so sad that you can't see it in the video. So for the inner corner of my eyes, I kind of use that pastel periwinkle along with the regular one. And then for the center of my eyelid where I wanted that halo to be, I put the pastel lilac color just so that the glitter has a little base for it to kind of go on and it won't be just straight concealer. Alright, now for the part that I've been so excited about, I'm going to go in with this glitter that I found in Texas. and it kind of has like a purple and green pigments in it. It's so pretty. I had to kind of spray my e.l.f. Cosmetics setting spray on it just to kind of give it a little bit more tackiness, and I just packed that onto the center of my eyelid where I wanted that halo effect to be. And I am so sad that this camera does not give this glitter any justice, because you cannot see it in the camera at all. You will be able to see it in the pictures that will be at the end of this video, so at least you'll be able to admire it then. So wiping all that powder off, I went in with a really flat brush into that indigo color, putting on the outer and the inner corner of my eyes, leaving the center of my under eye open, so that I can go into Royalty from the Jaclyn Hill palette to kind of give more of a purple look. With a clean round brush, I went and smoked the outer corners of my eye to kind of give more of a nice V shape. For eyelashes, I ended up whitening out my Ardell Wispies with this white mascara that I found at the dollar store. And oh my goodness, just on natural lashes, here you'll see how lengthening it is, which is crazy because I got it for like $1. To give myself a little bit more of a fantasy look, I went in with like this purple from the Ulta Beauty palette, and I recontoured my face to try to give it more of a purpley kind of icy dead look. Then, because I love blush so much, I had to go in with some kind of blush from my palette, and I just apply that to my cheeks, forehead, nose, and chin like I normally do to kind of give more of that kawaii look, because I'm such an otaku. So after putting the blush on, I kind of went back into like this purple color to kind of give it a little bit more of a purpley pinky look, just to tie in the colors. So to highlight, I went in with the Palladio Island Vibes in the purple shade, but I felt like it wasn't enough, so I went in with my Collab The Filter highlighting powder in Uncensored. It's kind of a champagne color, just to kind of brighten up that purple a bit and give a little bit more of a pretty glow. Alright, so I'll go ahead and apply that to my cheekbones, my nose bridge, the tip of my nose, above my eyebrows, along with my brow bone, and then the inner corner of my eyes. Alright, and for lips today, I'll be going in with the Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick by L'Oreal Paris in the shade 364 Milk and Cookies. I'll be going ahead and putting that all over my lips as a base. Next, I'll be going in with my Palladio Velvet Matte Cream Lip Color that I used earlier for my eyebrows. I'm going to be putting that on the outer corners of my lips to kind of give a nice gradient. And I wanted a little bit more purple and for the look to kind of tie in, because I felt like the Milk and Cookies was a little too brown for this look, and I wanted more of bright colors. Next, I'll be tapping that pretty glitter color that I used on my eyelids onto the center of my lips to also give my lips a nice halo effect. And right after I pack that on, I'm going to be going in with the Palladio Plump and Shine Herbal Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade I See Ya Later. Alrighty guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate and love all of you. And if you wouldn't mind, just do a little like and subscribe. I know it's cheesy, but thank you so much for watching.